Guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna talk about form arrays and nested form arrays. It's gonna be a small topic. Gonna discuss a simple example on form arrays and nested form arrays. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let us start the video. So I'm gonna use the same project which we have used earlier. So this is a project which is running in my local. So I've just expanded the data table length. Okay, so it displays the employee ID, name, and age. So what we're going to do is now we're going to add one more field called language for this employee. Like for an employee, you can add a language which you can speak, write, and read. Okay, so that's what the example what we're going to do now. So let us start with our component. So inside of a component, you can able to see there is already a form group created. So the form group has ID, name, and age. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to add a language as one more form control, which is nothing but a form array. So you can define a form array like new form array of this, like this also you can define, and you can also define with form builder. So I've declared the form builder in our constructor. So I'm going to use this constructor, this dot form builder dot array. I'm going to use empty array. Okay, so this is also the same as like you created with new instance. Okay, so now I've created the array. So I'm going to push controls inside this language. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a method. It says add language fields. Okay, so this gonna push the language fields inside the form array. So I'm gonna create a group. Okay, let us create a group, something like this, similar. This dot lang group equal to new form group. It's gonna contain a single field now. Okay, I'm gonna create a single field. Let me define it as let. It's gonna be a local variable because I'm gonna push again and again the same variable inside the array. Okay, so I'm gonna create language drop down. It's gonna be a new form control. Okay, it's not gonna have anything, so I'm gonna push this into our language form array. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pass through employee form dot controls dot language. Okay, so this is a form array. Just cast it, form array. Dot, so don't need this one, dot push lang group. So this is gonna push the language group into this form array. Okay, so this is a simple form array. I'm just add it with the group. You can also add a single field and iterate it to display the field. Okay, so I've just added it. So what we're gonna do now is gonna call this from our onInt method to add the language field on our form load, I mean like our page load. Okay, so I'm gonna save it now. We'll go here. I'm going to add the form control. Let us add it here. Mat form field. Let me copy this complete stuff. Okay, so let me name it as, it's gonna be a selection. So I'm gonna change to, let it pull it from the material, group components, form controls, drop down, go to input, can go here to examples so that you can find, so drop down, okay, it's not there. Now let me take it from here, form field, so it should have, yeah, there you go, there it is, there's a drop down. So just go here, view the code, and take it from here. I'm gonna take it from here. Okay, I don't want this stuff, I want only this. Just copy, paste it here, select language. In option, I'm gonna say English. English. Okay. Tamil and Hindi. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna make this as form control name. So this mat select, I'm gonna assign it to, what is the name of the control? This is language dropdown. So given the same name here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, so this is inside a form array, not a regular form field. So what we have to do is we have to put it inside form array. Okay, so let me put it like this: div form array name equal to the name of the form field is like form arrays language. Put that here, and we're gonna iterate it. The ng for equal to let lang of get controls. So I'm gonna get the controls and let I equal to index. So I'm saying this. So I'll read that field, and I'm gonna define a motive with that's gonna be the form group name. Okay, equal to, I'm gonna assign the form group name as this index. Okay, so this index is gonna be the form group name. So that's done. That's gonna be, so we have to create this control. So what I'm gonna do inside this is like we're just gonna iterate the form array. For that we need the controls inside that form array. So instead of doing inside the HTML, it's better to do it inside the TS file. So let's say get controls. Okay, it's gonna return this dot amp form dot controls dot is our form array name. It's language. So take that language. Okay, this is gonna be a form array. Just cast it form array dot controls. So this is returning the list of controls which are inside the form array. So I'm just saving it. So let us view the page. It should not throw an exception. So there you go. So you can see the language field. Okay, so let us create one more function, one more button that calls this add language fields, so that you can add multiple fields, okay, dynamically. So let me create that field, copy it and create it here. I'm gonna call add language fields. So this is gonna be add language. Okay, save it. So if you look at our UI, so that has select language. So you can select any of the language you want. And if you click on add language, that adds one more field. Okay, so I will show you the structure, how it's getting created. Okay, so that's where you can understand the form array. So let me print this emp form. Okay, so that you can understand it. Console.log .emp form. Okay, so when you click on this, it's gonna display the form group. So if you look at here, so this is the control. So this has ID, age, and name. Those are form controls. And if you look at here, that's a form array. Okay, this form array has two controls, two form groups. Okay, inside that form group, you can look at, there is a control that is of this language dropdown. Okay, there are two. So the reason why we are making the index as the form group name, this is the reason, like this is the index where the form group exists. So if you look at here in the HTML, so this is where the form array index exists, and this index is being used as the form group name. Okay, so this is the array name. So the array name is here, the language, and inside this is the form group name 0. So this is the index which we have defined here, and the form control name is language dropdown. So if you look at inside it, the control is form language dropdown. Okay, so that's very simple. So that we have the value that you can select, language dropdown is there. So this is a normal form array, how it will look like. So let us have one more form array nested inside the form group. So let's say we're creating one more field inside it. That's gonna be let's see, read, write, and speak. So this is gonna be a checkbox. So I'm gonna create this as a form array. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna create this as a form array. Dot form group form builder dot array. So I'm just gonna add it like this. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one more group, which is let's say type group. Okay, equal to new form group, or let me, like, this is a normal way of creation. Let me create it with form builder. This dot form builder dot group. I'm gonna have 3 fields inside it. Okay, let's say speak. It's gonna be a form control. Okay, speak, read, control, and write. Okay, so there you go. So we have created 3 fields inside a form group, and we have assigned it to this type group. So this type group is going to be pushed into this read, write, speak field. That's a form array. And again, because this is already a form array, the language, so that has the language group. So the language group has one more form array called read, write, speak. Okay, so that I'm gonna have this inside this one. So now if you look at the type group is another form array inside our language group. Okay, this is kind of a nested form array. Okay, so now I'm gonna iterate this and display it in the UI. Because we have all the fields in there configured, I'm gonna display that in our UI. So let us go to our UI. So what I'm gonna do after the select, I'm gonna, let's see, so it should be inside the form group. So I'm gonna create one more field. So that's gonna be checkbox. So let me take the checkbox from mat. We go here. Okay, so this is the checkbox. So let me take this as a form field. So let me put it here. So this is a box gonna be speak. speak, read, write. Let's see how it looks like in the UI. There you go. That's good. It's just getting displayed with respect to the language. So now we have to iterate this in order to map it to the form control. Okay, let me create a div. Similarly, we have to give the form array name equal to, what's the form array name here? Here the form array name is read write speak. Let me copy that and paste it here. Form array name, and here I'm gonna iterate and g4 equal to let subtype of get subcontrols. I'm going to get the controls from the TS file instead of getting it here, and that control is of this index. This index is nothing but the parent array index. Okay, so I'm gonna again assign sub index equal to index of this array. Okay, so I'm gonna move it down, and again this also need to be assigned into a form group. So form group name equal to, it's going to be subindex. So that's we have created here. Okay, so that I'm going to move it down. That's good. Let it format it. That's all done. So what we're going to do is now we want to create this function which is going to return you the list of controls which are available inside this form array read write speak. Okay, let me save it and go here. I'm going to create the function. Let me name it as number and index. So number, and this is going to be index. Okay, this is going to return the similar, and but it's going to take the index. Okay, dot, let me take this as control language dot controls of index I dot get can, so it will return you the list of controls. So we're going to take from that controls, this is nothing but it's going to return you the language drop down and read write speak. So we want to take read write speak from there. Okay, dot controls. So this, we're not getting controls because it is not casted to array. So let me cast it, because it should be casted, right? In order to fetch the array back, let me cast it now and see controls. Okay, there you go. So it's done. So we'll be getting the controls and it will be assigned. So let me go back. So there you go. So let me check. So good. We are not having any exception. So let us print and see what it has exactly. Okay, so on click we will print the array. Okay, let me see. Change. Okay, on change I'm gonna display print the array. Okay, of height. Come on, sub index. Okay, so this is gonna return you. So this is gonna print the array value. Okay, so let me have this in all the three. Okay, so let me create this function. Go to this component in similar fashion. Like go here and print array. I'm gonna take parent index. That's gonna be a number, and child index. It's gonna be a number. Okay, so there you go. So I'm gonna print this console.log. This is gonna be a parent index and controls of child index dot. It's gonna have, okay, let me have it inside this dot value. Okay, so this is gonna print the read write speak arrays value. Let me go here and click change submitting trigger because we have not saved the HTML file. Okay, yeah, let me save it. Let me go back here. Let me click on it. There you go. That's cool. So I have not assigned any value. Let me say value equal to speak read write. Okay, save it and let's see. It's loading. Okay, there you go. So why is it not printing? Why is it not assigning any value to this array? Let me check it. You can see, there you go. This is the home control, language, controls. This has the two controls, read, write, speak. And this control has these many. Okay, let me check why it's not getting the value now. That is the issue. Let me see what's happening. Oh, okay. So we have not assigned the form control name. That's why. That's why it's not displaying anything. So let me assign the form control name. We have three form controls: that speak, read, and write. Okay. So let's say speak, read, write. I forgot this. So now it should display you the value. There you go. That's good. That's also good. That's great. Cool. That's cool. So now you are able to add the form array of different. You can also add dynamic fields there. It's when you click, it's dynamically adding you the fields, and you are able to add the speak, read, write. Even you can also add a dynamic field inside this array. Okay, so that I'll leave it up to you. And you can also store this value inside the 5As and retrieve it back. That's up to you. And hope you learned from this video. So if you like this, please like the channel and subscribe the channel. And until the next video, it's bye bye from AnbuZ. Thank you.